Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. This is Mr. Chase, and today we're going to be doing finding area of a circle. This is the third lesson. Hopefully you've done the other two first. We are going to do a little bit of review at the beginning. So what have we already learned about circles, right? Well, one of the first things we learned is that the radius is halfway through the circle, from the edge to the center. And the diameter is all the way through, okay? Now, I had a tip given to me a long time ago saying that the radius is a shorter word than the word diameter. And that's one way you can remember it. Radius is shorter than the word diameter, and then you could think of it as the circle that way. The third thing, right? We learned that circumference is around the outside, okay? Taking that dimension around the outside, also known as perimeter. And there was a formula that said circumference is equal to d, diameter, times pi. And we also had the fact that there are two answers. One where we leave the answer looking like pi, right? C equals 9 pi. I'm just making an example. And then there's the answer that is the decimal, where you take your calculator and you go 9 times using the pi button, and we're going to round that to 28.3, and we'll just pretend it was meters, okay? So two different answers, one where you leave it as pi in terms of pi, and one where you actually come up with the answer. Well, today we're going to go with circles, not circumference anymore, but we're going to talk about area. Okay, and just like circumference, there was a nice little formula that we kind of had to remember, okay? There's going to be the same thing for area. So both of them have a nice little formula, but let's go through this first, okay? First off, area is the space inside the circle. Just like area of a triangle, area of a rectangle, area of any other object, it's the space that's inside of it. It's found by squaring to the second power, the length of the radius, and then multiplying it by pi. Now, guys, that's different than multiplying by 2. Squaring is taking a number and multiplying it by itself, and then you take that result and multiply it by pi. Okay? The formula looks like this. A, area, equals pi, and there's the radius squared. Now, guys, the radius squared is not the same thing as using the diameter. That's the radius times 2. This is radius squared. And make sure you have your answer in squared units, right? Like centimeters squared, right? Feet squared. When we have it squared, that means we're finding area. If we leave it as just meters or centimeters or feet, that would be how we leave an answer for circumference. And I think the last one here, again, there's going to be two answers. We're going to have one where it has pi in it, and then we're going to have one where we actually use our calculator, right? That use that pi button that's over here on the side. Okay, if you're using the one on your computer, and the pi button's right there, use that one. That's going to be one of the two types of answers. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, we've got to label our answers. Let's look at some of these examples. So down here in this corner. Okay, the radius, right, because this line is only halfway through, the radius is 9 inches, okay? Now, for my formula, A equals pi times the radius squared, okay? That means that the area is equal to pi times 9 squared, okay? Now, you got to think carefully. According to what we've learned this year with the order of operations, or PEMDAS, it says I got to multiply using exponents before I multiply just straight numbers. So I'm going to multiply with exponents. A equals 81 pi. Now, some of you might have been thinking that was going to be 19, but that's 9 times 2, not 9 times itself. Okay, so 81 pi. There's one of my answers. Okay. The second answer is going to be, if I actually do 81, right, which means it was 9 times 9, 81 times pi, and that's 254.5, okay? 254.5 inches squared, okay? Inches squared. I'm using squared units because it's area, okay? One of the teachers I used to work with, she used to say, area means squarea. Now, I know that sounds ridiculous, but hey, it reminded some kids on how to do it right. Area is squarea, okay? Up here in the corner, all right, it says the centimeter, it's 5 centimeters for the diameter, but we need the radius. So the radius is going to be half of that, or 2.5, okay? Area equals pi times 2.5 squared. Area equals, well, I got to go do 2.5 times 2.5 because I'm squaring it. I think I did one of those as 2.5 times 25. So I need to do 2.5. It's 6.25 pi. There's one of my answers, okay? One of my answers. The other answer is found by doing what? Going and actually multiplying those, okay? 6.25 times pi is 19.6, and it's centimeters. Because it's area, we're going to do centimeters squared, okay? Pause these or slow it down if you have to listen to it again, guys, okay? 11 feet down here at the bottom, okay? Let's see if I can adjust this a little bit so you can see it better. I think that might be better. Okay, 11 feet is my radius. I'm going to go right to my formula. A equals pi times 11 squared. 11 times 11 is not 22, it's 121 pi. There's one of my answers. Okay, I'm going to take that to my calculator. 121 times pi is 380.1 feet. Gotta square it. Okay, so there's three examples of how to find the area. I have 2 answers for each of them, and I'm labeling them in inches squared or feet squared or centimeters squared. Okay, good. Let's move on. Okay, now we're going to be finding the radius on each of these circles. Now this is the total opposite again, just like we did with the circumference the other day. Total opposite of what we were doing before. They've already given us the area. Woohoo! All right. Oh, but they're asking us for the radius. So what must the radius be? What I have to do in this case is I got to look at the 16. The pi, guys, it does nothing for me. Does nothing for me. Does nothing for me. I'll cross them all out. I have to ask myself, what number did they start with to get 16, right? So what number did they square to get 16? Well, I can think of it like this, the square root of 16, right? Or what number times itself is 16, and that's 4. The radius of this circle must be 4, because to have 16 pi is saying, what number did I multiply by itself to get 16? It had to be 4, right? Same thing down here. What number did I have to multiply to get 25 pi? Well, I must have done 5 times 5, so the radius is 5, okay? What number must I have multiplied to get 9 pi as the area? I must have had a radius of 3, okay? Now, none of these have labels because we don't know what it was for units. We don't know what the units were, okay? But what it does tell me is that this was 4, this was 5, this is 3, okay? All I have to look at is the number in front of the pi. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the square root of that number, or if you're not comfortable with that, just think, what number must they have multiplied by itself to get 16, or to get 25, or to get 9, okay? How about this one, okay? Find the diameter. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to split the screen for a second so you can see what we just did. On this page, we were finding the radius. Okay, this time they're saying, what's the diameter? Well, the same process actually has to happen, right? I'm not going to look at the pi. I'm not going to look at the pi. I'm going to look at the number that's in front. Okay? And I'm going to say, okay, what number must they have multiplied to get the 49? 7. The radius is equal to 7. Okay, now most people think we're done there. On the last page, we would have been done. But now it says, so what's the diameter? The diameter is 2 of the radius. 2 times 7, the diameter must be 14. Okay, that's going back to the very first day of circles. What's the relationship between radius and diameter? The diameter is 2 times the radius, or you could say the radius is half of the diameter. Okay, let's go down here. 81. What must they have multiplied to get 81? That means 9, right? The radius is 9. What's my diameter? Now I can double it back to 18. Okay, area equals 36 pi. Some of you have already thought of this one, right? The radius, therefore, is, yep, I heard you say it, 6. Diameter is, yep, 12. Okay, see how we did those, right? On one page, we were finding the radius, and another page, right, radius over here, we were finding diameter. Here, take the square root or take what number is getting multiplied by itself, and that is the answer. And then over here, we had to do that same process, but then I'm doubling it because I needed to know diameter, okay? Okay, comparing the areas, right? Now, comparing areas is always the area of circle A minus the area of circle B. That's all we're trying to do. So I'm going to find the area of circle A. Area equals pi times radius. Is that the radius? It's got to be because the line only goes halfway through. 10 squared. What is 10 squared? That is 100 pi. Okay. Minus. Okay, let's go over here. 8 feet, but the line goes all the way across. So the diameter is 8, but the radius is only 4. Okay. Area equals pi times 4 squared. That means area equals 16 pi. Okay, 100 pi's minus 16 pi's. The area equals 84 pi. That's the difference between these two. 84 pi is the difference, or according to my calculator, because there's two answers, 84 times pi is 263.9 feet squared. That's how much bigger this circle is than that one. Okay? That's it for today, guys. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Go back and listen to it again, or listen to it, and if you need help, have it ready for when you do the worksheet tomorrow. Okay? All right? Keep up the good work. Miss you guys. Miss seeing you in class. Have a great day.